बच्चों, कैसे हैं आप सभी? आई होप आप सभी बहुत अच्छे से होंगे। क्लास की शुरुआत करते हैं। चैप्टर है हमारा वुमेन, कास्ट एंड रिफॉर्म्स। स्नेक पीक, वुमेन इन इंडिया बिफोर रिफॉर्म्स, सती, फीमेल इन्फेंटिसाइड, पॉलीगैमी, चाइल्ड मैरिज, डाउरी, विडोहुड, पर्दा सिस्टम, नो राइट टू प्रॉपर्टी। विमेन फॉर विमेन, सावित्रीबाई फूले, ज्योति राव फूले, पंडिता रमाबाई, बेगम रुकैया साखवत। सोशल रिफॉर्मर्स, ब्रह्मो समाज, आर्य समाज, ईश्वर चंद्र विद्यासागर, सत्य शोधक समाज, प्रार्थना समाज, अलीगढ़ मूवमेंट, सिंह सभा, वेद सभा। अदर रिफॉर्मर्स, वीर सालिंगम, दादा भाई नौरोजी, घासीदास, बी.आर. अम्बेडकर। फिर आता है ऑप्रेस्ड क्लासेस में विमेन, अनइक्वल ट्रीटमेंट, रिस्ट्रिक्शंस, कंसीडर्ड इंफीरियर, नो फॉर्मल एजुकेशन, दलित्स, ईवी रामास्वामी, नाइकर और पेरियर। बच्चों, अब आते हैं प्रील्यूड पर। हाइलाइट्स ऑफ द चैप्टर: द कंडीशन ऑफ इंडियन वुमेन इन द 18th century, द सोशल रिफॉर्मर्स ऑफ इंडिया इन द 19th century, द वैल्यूज एंड बिलीव्स ऑफ वेरियस सोशल रिफॉर्मर्स, द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ casteism on Indian society, the role of women social reformers in women upliftment. After the British gained a foothold in India, they made several changes. A significant change was the introduction of the Western system of education. The intellectuals of India who were exposed to Western education realized that the obsolete system of education of India needed an overhaul. They realized that a good education system was need of the hour. This intellectual consciousness led to many reformers. Therefore, it is often referred to as a period of re-awakening or renaissance. बच्चों, ब्रिटिश जब इंडिया में आ चुके थे और उन्होंने अपना पूरा फुट होल्ड कर लिया था, तो उन्होंने इंडिया में कई सारे सेवरल चेंजेस किए। अगर एजुकेशन की बात करें तो एजुकेशन में भी उन्होंने कई सारे चेंजेस किए थे, जिसे पीरियड ऑफ रीअवेकिंग और रिजेनेंस कहा जाने लगा। स्टेटस ऑफ वुमेन बिफोर द रिफॉर्मर्स: It is said that a society that provides education and freedom to women is civilized and progressive. However, many social evils against women were prevalent in the Indian society. Women were subject the following social evils. बच्चों, ये कहा जाता था सोसाइटी में जिन्हें एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड किया जाता है, विमेन में को एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड जो करते हैं या फ्रीडम प्रोवाइड जो करते हैं, वो एक सिविलाइज्ड और प्रोग्रेसिव होते हैं। हालांकि कुछ सोशल एविल्स भी होते हैं। हमारी सोसाइटी में कुछ सोशल एविल्स भी थे जो कि अगेंस्ट थे कि वुमेन को ना तो एजुकेशन मिल सकती है, ना ही फ्रीडम मिल सकती है। यहाँ पर कुछ सोशल एविल्स दिए गए हैं, जिसमें सबसे पहला है सती। विमेन वर supposed to immolate themselves on the funeral pyre of their deceased husbands. बच्चों, विमेन को जो उनके deceased husband होते थे, उन्हीं की चिता पर जिंदा जला दिया जाता था अपने हस्बैंड के साथ में। फीमेल इन्फेंटिसाइड, द गर्ल चाइल्ड वॉज किल्ड सून आफ्टर द बर्थ। गर्ल चाइल्ड को जन्म के बाद ही अगर पता चलता है कि जो बच्चा है वो कन्या है, तो उसे मार दिया जाता था। गर्ल्स वर कंसिडर्ड अ बर्डन टू देयर फैमिलीज एंड अ ड्रेन ऑन देयर फाइनेंशियल रिसोर्सेज। Polygamy, the practice of having more than one wife was prevalent in many families. एक से ज़्यादा वाइफ जो होना ये कॉमन माना जाता था। चाइल्ड मैरिज, बचपन में ही शादी करा दी जाती थी। चिल्ड्रन वर मैरिड एट अ वेरी यंग एज विच अफेक्टेड देयर हेल्थ एंड एजुकेशन। एजुकेशन और हेल्थ दोनों पर विमेन के फर्क पड़ता था, क्योंकि बहुत कम एज में ही उनकी शादी करा दी जाती थी। डाउरी, the huge amount of money to be given by the girl's parents at the time of the wedding, failing which either the wedding would not take place or other the girl would be ill treated and killed in some cases by the boy's family. Widowhood, girls were married off to a very old man. When these men died, the girls' heads were shaved. They were not allowed to wear colorful clothes, eat good food or remarry. They were completely outcast by their families. जब हस्बैंड मर जाता था, गर्ल के जो बाल होते थे, सर को गंजा करा दिया जाता था, बाल नहीं रहने दिया जाता था। लड़की को खाने जो अच्छा खाना होता है वो नहीं खाने दिया जाता था। पर्दा सिस्टम, women were supposed to stay inside their houses, the kitchens and bedrooms. Many areas of the houses were not accessible to women. Women would go out in palanquins so that people did not belong to the family could not see them. Women were expected to cover themselves completely even if they were not comfortable in it. No right to property. Women had no right to inherit their families or husbands' property. The oppressed classes, women and Dalits. The plight of women. About 200 years ago, Indian society was caste-based people were divided along the lines of caste. Women had to face many challenges since the men and the women were not treated equally. Since the time of Vedas, India has been primarily a male-dominant society. Even in the time of Aryans, were not allowed to participate in rituals. The condition of widows were even worse. Though male members of the society led the same life, even after the death of their wives, widows were not treated as human beings and were subjected a lot of restrictions. Unlike widowers, they were not allowed to remarry. They have to live a pure life and abstain from involvement in any type of celebrations. The presence of a widow at any auspicious occasion was considered to be a bad omen. Women were considered inferior to men and not permitted to live independently. The girls of medieval Indian and especially of the Hindu society were not given any formal education. It was considered as granting them undesirable liberty that would prove quite harmful to the society. They were given training to do household chores. The marriage of a girl was almost impossible without a suitable dowry. Many a poor girl had to remain unmarried or commit suicide to relieve her parents of this burden. To some people, the birth of a girl daughter was a curse. As a result, they used to kill female babies the moment they were born. The plight of Dalits. People of low caste Dalits were also devoid of equal status from other castes. As a result, the so-called low caste willingly took up the jobs of a laborer away from their homes. Work in the new locations was often very hard, but the poor people from low caste saw this as an opportunity to get away from the oppressive hold that upper caste landowners exercised over their lives and the daily humiliation they suffered. The British treated them equal to other Indian, whereas the rich people of their own country gave them unequal treatment. E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar or Perrier. He is known as the father of modern Tamil Nadu, was an Indian social activist. According to E.V. Ramaswamy Nair or Perrier, the Indian caste system was started by the Brahmins who subjugated the inhabitants of India, Tamil and Dravidian people, calling them low caste people. Perrier believed that the Hindu scriptures, especially the codes of Manu, the ancient lawgiver, and the Bhagavad Gita and the Ramayana were used to establish the authority of Brahmins over low castes and dominate them. He started the self-respect movement and Dravidar Kazhagam. The goal of two movements was to eradicate the ills of the existing caste system, including untouchability, and encourage backward castes to have self-respect. Research Junction make a report on why are women called मल्टीटास्कर्स. बताइए बच्चों, एक रिपोर्ट बनाना है आपको कि women को मल्टीटास्कर क्यों कहा जाता है. इसकी प्रैक्टिस आप खुद से कीजिएगा. नॉलेज जंक्शन. Madigas were an important untouchable caste of present-day Andhra Pradesh. They were experts at cleaning hides, tanning them for use and sewing sandals. Crass Pangin Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was the secretary of the Beutin School in Calcutta. It was the first women school in India and was established by John Eliot Drinkwater Bethune in 1852. It was called the Hindu Female School back then. Role of school social reformers. The Brahmo Samaj movement. The Brahmo Samaj movement was founded by Raja Ram Mohan Roy in 1828. He earlier stated that the Amitva Sabha in 1814, Raja Ram Mohan Roy fought for equality of women and spread of Western education. He also campaigned against the practice of sati. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was the first Indian to protest against this custom. Raja Ram Mohan Roy पहले ऐसे व्यक्ति थे जिन्होंने सती प्रथा के अगेंस्ट में एक रिवॉल्ट लिया था. In spite of protests from Orthodox Hindus, he carried off his propaganda against the custom. Finally, he won the cause when Lord William Bentinck, the Governor General of India, passed a law in 1892 abolishing the custom of sati and female infanticide. और फाइनली राजा राम मोहन रॉय जो थे उन्होंने सती प्रथा को ख़त्म किया. जो गवर्नर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया थे लॉर्ड विलियम बेंटिक के, उन्होंने एक लॉ पास किया 1892 में कि सती प्रथा और फीमेल इन्फेंटिसाइड को abolish किया जाए, ख़त्म किया जाए. According to this law, the custom of sati and killing a girl child became illegal and punishable as culpable homicide. Raja Ram Mohan Roy also opposed child marriage and supported widow remarriage. The Brahmo Samaj continued to work for the emancipation of Indian women with the help of Rabindranath Tagore, Keshav Chandra and others. Raja Ram Mohan Roy is called the pioneer of the modern age in India. Raja Ram Mohan Roy condemned the domination of the priests who were responsible for misleading the people. He propagated religious ideas based on rationalism and philosophy of the Vedas. He published Bengali translations of the Vedas and Upanishads to prove that all the ancient religious texts preached monotheism. He said the following: there is only one God who is creator and preserver of the universe. All men are children of the God of all human beings and therefore equal. He was against untouchability. It was not necessary to worship idols and perform rituals and sacrifices. God could be reached through prayer and devotion. Polygamy and child marriage should be banned. The Arya Samaj. The Arya Samaj is a Hindu reform movement founded by the Swami Dayanand Saraswati on 10th April 1875. Swami Dayanand Saraswati campaigned against the practice of sati and opposed the practice of child marriage. The Arya Samaj unequally condemns practice such as polytheism, animal sacrifice, ancestors worship, pilgrims, priestcraft, the belief in avatars or incarnations of the god, the hereditary caste system, untouchability on the grounds that all these lack Vedic sanction. Swami Dayanand Saraswati also opened schools for girls in different parts of the country. Swami Dayanand Saraswati proclaimed the essential unity of all religions and emphasized the importance of religious tolerance, brotherhood, peace and harmony among Indians. He condemned the caste system, social and economic inequalities, superstitions and ritualism and urged Indians to act responsibly. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was a man of action and at the same time an embodiment of the ideal of prajna, intellect and karuna, kindness. He got passed the law for widow remarriage in 1856. He laid down the foundation of modern Bengali prose and revolutionized the concept of education in his home state. He opened 25 schools for girls and he ran at his own expense. Satya Shodhak Samaj. Jyoti Rao Govind Rao Phule and his wife Savitri Bai Phule was dedicated social reformers in Maharashtra. Jyoti Rao Govind Rao was popularly known as Mahatma Jyoti Rao Phule. Satya Shodhak Samaj was founded by Jyotiba Phule in 1873 to fight Brahmanic domination and to liberate low caste by educating them and teaching them their rights. He made lot of efforts in educating the girl child and improving the status of women. The Satya Shodhak Samaj attacked the beliefs of the Brahman priests who insisted on acting as intermediaries between God and devotees. They believed that there was no need for any intermediary in matters of religion and refused to recognize the traditional role of Brahmins as custodians of the Hindu religion or interpreters of scriptures. Jyotiba also started a school for untouchables and an orphanage for widows. Research Junction. Many social reformers primarily fought for the upliftment of women. Does this indicate that women were a weaker gender? Why or why not? बच्चों, बहुत सारे सोशल रिफॉर्मर्स और बहुत सारे सोशल रिफॉर्मर्स ने फाइट किया था विमेन को अपलिफ्ट करने के लिए. इसका मतलब क्या ये है कि विमेन जो है एक वीकर जेंडर है? क्यों और क्यों नहीं, इसकी प्रैक्टिस बच्चों आप खुद से कीजिएगा. नॉलेज जंक्शन पर आते हैं. ट्रेडिशनली विमेन इन चाइना वॉज कंसिडर्ड एज वर्चुअस इफ दे हैड नो नॉलेज ड्यू टू दिस एजुकेशन बिलीफ ऑफ women was always neglected. This belief changed gradually in the Chinese society with the advent of the arrival of Christian missionaries in China in the 19th century. Grasp and gain. The Theosophist movement grew in India as a result of the leadership of Mrs. Annie Besant, who came to India in 1893. The Theosophists accepted ancient Indian beliefs like the doctrine of the transmigration of the soul. They preached the universal brotherhood of man. It was a movement led by Westerners who glorified Indians' religious and philosophical traditions. This helped Indians regain their self-confidence. Prarthana Samaj. Mahadev Govind Ranade and Ramakrishna Bhandarkar founded the Prarthana Samaj in 1867 in Bombay. It believed in spiritual equality of all castes. It condemned caste inequalities and wanted the abolition of caste system. It also worked for improving the social status of women and spread of modern education. The Aligarh movement. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan had a significant role in awakening the Muslims to the need to change with the times. He believed that only through Western education and knowledge of English, the Muslim community could progress and scientific temper be developed. He demanded a ban on the Parda system and polygamy among the Muslims. He also advocated education for all Muslim women. He led the foundation of Muhammad Anglo-Oriental College at Aligarh in 1875. This college later on developed into Aligarh Muslim University. The Singha Sabha, it was set up in Amritsar and Lahore for the religious and reformers among Sikhs. It set up the Khalsa College in Amritsar and opened many schools and promoted the Gurumukhi script and Punjabi literature. The Sikhs reformers launched the Akali movement against the corrupt management of the Gurudwaras. Ramakrishna Mission, it was founded by Swami Vivekananda to propagate the teachings and ideals of Ramakrishna Paramhansa. The main ideas of this mission are selfless social service, spread of education, removal of ignorance and social inequalities. Ved Samaj, it was founded in Madras in 1864. Chembeti Sridhavalu was one of its most important leader. He opposed child marriage and supported widow remarriage. Other social reformers, Vedasalingam was referred to as the Vidyasagar of South India. Hitkarini Samaj Benefactor was the social organization he started. He had a keen insight, great courage and dynamic energy. He fought against untruth and championed the cause of progress with vigor. He fought for education for women and the remarriage of widows. He also maintained several journals and helped develop Telugu literature and the reformation of the society. In Telugu speaking areas, he encouraged education for women and started a college in Dovalai Swaram in 1874. Dadabhai Naoroji was a Parsi social reformer. He worked in Bombay. Ghasidas worked for improvement of the social status of leather workers and found the Satnami movement in central India. Sri Narayana Guru and Haridas Thakur spoke against inequality and caste system. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar formed the Bahishkrit Hitkarini Sabha so that the deprived and backwards classes would get some opportunities to upgrade themselves. He arranged for the spread of education for these classes and tried to improve their socio-economic conditions. Contribution of women for women. Savitribai Phule was born into a family of farmers in 1831 in Maharashtra. As mentioned before, she was a social reformer. She became the first women teacher in India for the first women's school in India, which she opened along with her husband Jyoti Rao Govind Rao Phule in Pune in 1848. और जो सावित्री बाई फूले जो है उनका जन्म एक फार्मर फैमिली में महाराष्ट्र में 1831 में हुआ था. जैसा कि पहले भी मेंशन हुआ है, हमने चैप्टर में आगे पहले भी पढ़ा है कि वो एक सोशल रिफॉर्मर रही है. वो पहली महिला टीचर रही है, पहली महिला स्कूल की जो कि इंडिया में बना. उनके हस्बैंड जो कि ज्योतिराव गोविंदराव फूले हैं, पुणे में 1848 में उन्होंने स्कूल को खोला था. ज्योतिराव फूले contributed greatly towards the spread of female education during British rule in India, especially in Maharashtra. He himself educated his wife Savitribai Phule first and then asked her to educate more people. बच्चों ज्योतिराव फूले जो थे उन्होंने अपना एक ग्रेट कंट्रीब्यूशन दिया था विमेन एजुकेशन में. उन्होंने पहले अपनी पत्नी को पढ़ाया और अपनी पत्नी को एनकरेज किया दूसरी विमेन को भी पढ़ाने के लिए, दूसरी महिलाओं को भी पढ़ाने के लिए. दे बोथ ओपन and taught in first school in Pune, now in Pune in 1848. So Savitribai Phule is known as the first lady teacher in India. When she used to go to the school to teach, she was pelted with stones by the orthodox members of the society. जब वो स्कूल में पढ़ाने के लिए जाती थी तो जो पिछड़ी सोच के लोग होते थे, पिछड़ी समाज के जो लोग होते थे, वो उन्हें पत्थरों से मारते थे ताकि वो दूसरी महिलाओं को एजुकेट न कर पाए. Yet she along with her husband did not deter, formed the cause of education and opened a total of 18 schools of women. Due to their efforts, many girls joined the schools and got educated. Savitri Bai also set up a care center for widows and encouraged them to remarry. हालांकि वो इस डर से भी नहीं हटी, उनके हस्बैंड ने उनका पूरा साथ दिया. उन्होंने टोटल 8 विमेन स्कूल खोले और उसके साथ में जो विडोज़ होती थी उनके लिए भी केयर सेंटर खोला. उन्हें भी वो एनकरेज करती रही रिमैरिज के लिए. शी इवन फॉट फॉर द राइट्स ऑफ अनटचेबल्स. इन 1852 सावित्रीबाई स्टार्टेड द महिला सेवा मंडल टू हेल्प क्रिएट अवेयरनेस अमंग women for their of their social status and rights. Women like Pandita Ramabai, a great scholar of Sanskrit, and Begum Ruqayya Sakhawat Hussain were critics of conservative ideas and the fact that women were given an inferior place in Indian society. Thus, they spread awareness about the condition of women and fought against the oppression of women by the Brahmins and the male-dominant society in India. Pandita Ramabai founded a widow's home at Pune. Here, women were trained so that they could support themselves economically. In these days, Western education was discouraged for Indians women by Hindu nationalists. It was felt that Hindu women will adopt Western ways and that this would corrupt Hindu culture and erode family values. They started working for reforms by writing books, setting foundation of schools or training centers, and by setting up women's associations. Education for girls was encouraged. Begums of Bhopal played a significant role in promoting education among women. Begum Ruqayya Sakhawat Hussain started schools for Muslim girls in Patna and Calcutta. Tarabai Shinde published a book, Sri Purush Tulna, criticizing the social differences between men and women. Throughout the 19th century, most educated women were taught at home by liberal men in their families. Some of the women taught themselves as well. In the later part of the 19th century, the Arya Samaj established girls' schools in Punjab, and Jyotirao Phule established girls' schools in Maharashtra. In North India, Muslims, women from aristocratic families learned to read the Quran and Arabic. For them, women used to come home to teach. Mumtaz Ali was among the social reformers who interpreted the verses from the Quran to argue for women's education. By late 19th century, women began to enter universities. बच्चों आते हैं terms to learn पर. सती, practice of widow, self-immolation. Dowry, money led by bride's family. Parda, veil or curtain for women's segregation. Polygamy, having more than one wife. Untouchability, social exclusion of lower castes. Brahma Samaj, movement against social injustice. Arya Samaj, reformer of Hindu practices. Dalits, historically marginalized communities. Shatya Shodhak Samaj, fought Brahminic dominance. अब आते हैं लेट्स रिकैपिटुलेट पर. ड्यूरिंग द ब्रिटिश रूल इन इंडिया, द इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ वेस्टर्न एजुकेशन स्पार्क्ड अ रिनेंस leading to whispered social and educational reforms among the Indian intellectuals. Prior to these reformers, Indian women faced several social injustices, including sati, polygamy, child marriage, dowry demands, and a lack of education and property rights. The plight of Dalits were equally dire, as they were subjected to severe social discrimination and were excluded from educational and economic opportunities within the caste-based society. E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar, known as Perrier, challenged the caste system and started movements advocating the rights and self-respect of the lower castes. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, through the Brahma Samaj, campaigned against practices like sati and child marriage and advocated for women's rights and Western education. Swami Dayanand Saraswati founded the Arya Samaj, which condemned idol worship, polytheism and caste discrimination, promoting Vedic ideologies and social equality. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was instrumental in changing the status of women, promoting widow remarriage and founding numerous schools for girls at his own expense. Jyotirao and Savitribai Phule worked tirelessly in Maharashtra to educate women and lower castes, establishing the first school for girls in Pune and advocating for social equality. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan led the Aligarh movement, emphasizing the need for Muslim advancement through Western education and social reforms like banning the Parda system. Numerous other reform movements and individual efforts like Ramakrishna Mission, Satya Shodhak Samaj, and individual contributions by reformers like Dada Bhai Naroji and Pandita Ramabai focused on education, social equality and eradicating the caste system. बच्चों अब आ जाते हैं असेसमेंट जंक्शन पर. टिक द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. व्हाट वाज द प्राइमरी कॉन्सिक्वेंस ऑफ द इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ वेस्टर्न एजुकेशन इन इंडिया ड्यूरिंग ब्रिटिश रूल? ऑप्शन 1, ऑप्शन बी, ऑप्शन सी, ऑप्शन डी. आगे की प्रैक्टिस खुद से कीजिएगा. स्टेट वेदर द गिवन सेंटेंसेस आर ट्रू और फॉल्स. Perrier started the self-respect movement to eradicate the existing caste system. True, false, आगे की प्रैक्टिस खुद से कीजिएगा। फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स, बच्चों इसकी प्रैक्टिस खुद से कीजिएगा। डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन द फॉलोइंग, चैप्टर की मदद से इसे खुद से कीजिएगा। आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस इन 20 to 30 वर्ड्स, बच्चों चैप्टर की मदद से इन क्वेश्चंस के आंसर आप खुद से कीजिएगा। आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस इन 50 to 60 वर्ड्स, बच्चों चैप्टर की मदद से यहाँ जो दिए गए क्वेश्चंस हैं इनके आंसर आप खुद से दीजिएगा। आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस इन डिटेल, बच्चों इन क्वेश्चंस के आंसर आप डिटेल्स में दीजिएगा, इसकी प्रैक्टिस खुद से कीजिएगा। पॉइंट टू पॉन्डर, why do you think women were excluded from inheriting property? In what forms does discrimination against women exist even today? Discuss, बच्चों इसकी प्रैक्टिस आप खुद से कीजिएगा। बच्चों आई होप आज की क्लास में हमने जो भी पढ़ा आपको अच्छे से समझ में आ गया होगा। अब आप इसकी प्रैक्टिस खुद से करते रहिएगा।